Hello, everyone. My name is Bara, and I am the singer and the writer of Quarantine. So, today I'll be talking about the backstory and what quarantine really means to me. You can, of course, kind of interpret it in your own way and kind of relate it into your own life, but if you kind of need some perspective from mine, this is how I wrote it and this is how I intended it to be. Is that the right word? I don't know. But before I continue on with the video, I'd like to thank my brother and my brother's friend Nicko for helping with the song. It's an incredible experience that I've got to work with them. It's honestly, I learned a lot, and you're gonna hear that after this. So I made Quarantine with a couple of other songs, and the whole thing really started in 2021 in October, I believe. I guess the whole start of it all was in July, which is way back. It's crazy. It's been almost a year. So I wrote Quarantine during quarantine, of course, but it wasn't about the quarantine of the pandemic in 2020. It was just more of the idea of self-isolating yourself to process a certain moment or experience or a certain trauma in your life, and all that stuff. With the whole main idea of it, I really do like to make the song kind of general, but I also would like to give elements of personal experiences that I've had in the verses, because for me, music is a form of free therapy. So yeah, that's really just what happened when I wrote the song. So the story of how I worked with my brother, it was kind of funny, because I was crying on the dinner table. I was so stressed. I was like, oh, I can't do this final project, I was so ambitious. I was gonna make a whole album and whatever, and my musical production knowledge is it's not up there yet. It's still somewhere in below. Long story short, my brother was like, okay, you know what, it's fine, I can help because I'm more advanced in that certain area. And I was like, thank you so much. And so we started recording Quarantine in October. I had already written the song. I had already kind of composed it on a ukulele, and then I just sent it to my brother, and my brother was like, okay. And then he just messed around with some beats and some synths and everything, and it created the whole base of the song. On the original demo, it didn't have what is it called? Electric guitar. There we go. One day we were messing around because I had already finished doing all my vocals and everything, and my brother was just like, we need to add something to this, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah. And then he just started messing around with this electric guitar. I was literally laying down, and then as soon as I heard the electric guitar, I went and so I was like, yeah, add that in. Oh my god, I like that. And he was like, okay. And so we continued kind of taking things seriously on December 31st to be exact. I still remember. Turns out we were far from done. Well, not far, but we're getting there, And so this is also one of the few things that I learned from him. It's called texture. During our final session of Quarantine, I was in bed. I was in his bed, actually. I was in his dorm. He was just messing around with things, and he was adding things, and I was like, oh yeah, I think that's cool. A lot of the things I actually approve. And then there's this one thing where it was just kind of I think that'll drown the other productions, And then he was like, oh no, don't worry, you will barely hear it in the final draft of the mix, because it's called a texture. It felt like these textures are drowning the other productions, and I was like, yeah, I don't like that. And he was just wait, just wait. Yeah, and then after that, I went home. He sent me the file on my phone, and I was like, okay, I'll just play it in the car. The second the song finishes, I played it on rewind because it was that good. The incredible, my brother's friend, Nicko, did the mixing. I think I received the first mix on March or April. I really can't remember. He sent me 2 mixes, and I was like, okay. And then I think I have a reaction of it, so I'm just gonna pop it in. This is me at 11:37 at night reacting to the first mix of Quarantine, my debut. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Good things comes to those who wait, and I've been waiting for almost a year, so so basically during the waiting of the mixing, I made the music video. I just want to make the video a little goofy-ish. I just had this idea where it was just like, where do I spend most of my time during quarantine? And it was in this computer. It's just the routine of being in quarantine, where it's just kind of like very repetitive, but at the same time you're trying to find something different to do. But yeah, I think that's all really. I enjoy doing this, and I would like to do more of this in the future if you want me to. Just kind of explain the song and how I came up with the idea, and like what's the inspiration behind the music video, and that's all, Also just like comment suggestions on like whether you want me to do this again or no. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully not too long, because I'd like to come back on again. See you later.